Welcome back to Wrestling with Ski. And I will say that winter finally came, and I'm pretty sure everyone that watched it is quite okay that it came. And the way that it came, minus one thing, which, well, I'm pretty sure I said was going to be stupid. We all knew was going to be stupid, but, well, here we are. And they did it. And I thought that killed a lot of the momentum that they started out with, just how good the show started. Now it's just dumb. And again, like they opening match delivered. Sheeta and Deeb delivered. The main event, minus the last, the way they ended it, which is just weird. At least people I've talked to agreed with me. Like, delivered. It's just I don't understand why they had that there. I mean, even Malachi's vignette was good. I mean, there were some really good. I mean, just Bucks and Colt, whenever they talk, and really hurts my head, but we'll get to that. But like, I thought it was a really, really good time. And then there was just that Wardlow match in there, which just killed time that could have been used better, I believe, in the main event or the Sheeta match instead of wasting it on that, because it was literally a waste of a couple minutes there that we'll never get back. And it was a good show otherwise, but they had to go. I mean, they had to go there. Obviously, we all knew they were going to go there. What did I say beforehand? Really, please don't let it be a waste. But I'm not holding my breath that they're not going to screw it up, because that's just what they do. Not just them, everyone. Professional wrestling, that's try too hard. But I mean, otherwise, I loved it. Besides just that Wardlow thing, just a waste of time. Could have been used. In a more productive way, I feel, for another match. Just could have been so much better. But we'll get to the champion, Hangman Adam Page, and the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, coming to a 60-minute time limit draw. That match, I'm sorry, that was one of the best matches going there. A few things, I did call Bryan kicking the ring post there. We all saw it coming. He's outside the ring. It's one of those old, it always happens, no matter who it is, no matter who they're wrestling for, like, boom, sooner or later, they're going to have to do it. And Hangman moving the fabric off the railing, like paper thin, like, just in my opinion, just, we all know it's a metal guardrail. Like, it was just a waste of a few seconds there. I guess it was better for the visual, for the fans to see his foot all up in there and all that, but didn't do anything for me on TV because you still can't even really see it from the angle they had it at. But still damn good. And I do wonder how Vince felt about them calling that pile driver, the tombstone pile driver, just because, well, it's Vince, and it's Vince. That should pretty much sum that up. It's Vince, and we all know how Vince is. So, wonder how I felt about that. But now we can get on to the good stuff. I mean, how about Hangman coming off that top rope? I mean, diving over at Bryan when he was leaning on the timekeeper's table there and all that. And the thud, he went down, the legs breaking, back like that. I don't care what that did not look like. It felt good. It probably did not feel very good at all. Me and Dan were texting about that. That looked like it hurt. Oh yeah, like that. What a hell of a thud that was. But I mean, there's a lot of the good moments from the match. That's just look at him go. Crunch. I mean, I loved it. I mean, the match in general was amazing. Hangman, Bryan went to suplex him off the top rope. Can't remember the last guy that did full flip, landed on his feet, and came running at the guy. So kudos to Hangman, and the stuff that, like, they accomplished in that match. Like, there was a lot of really good stuff in that hour. Like, that was just amazing. Him landing that like he did, again, like, how often do you actually get to see it, and especially from someone that's actually in, like, the main event picture of a company, like the main event heavyweight picture. Like, you normally don't see guys that could do that. You don't, like, you can't argue that fact, Neil. How, like, you don't get to see that too often. You don't get the guys that could do that in those positions. I mean, there's a lot of them that can. It's just one of those extra wrinkles that added to make the match so much better. Excuse me. I will say that even with Brian throwing the discus forearm, still hate them. And I'm not. I mean, even Hannah was looking at me going, "Like, I never told you look like him." I'm like, yeah, well, he had the long hair and all that. But I used to go to festivals and get the chance. Like people like, what? Just do it. People I was with weren't wrestling fans, but just do it. But I still hate them even with him doing it. Whether it's him doing that, Natty and that discus clothesline, like I don't know, there's just something about it that just hurts my brain. You're like, yeah, it's coming. Like it's just, I don't know. Don't like me with him, but each of them dropping an F-bomb in the last 5 minutes was nice and classy. They're far enough away from camera, so it wasn't loud and proud, but that was good. And then Brian countering the buckshot lariat into the label lock crossface, whatever the hell they call the thing now. Yeah. I think it's just crossface. Who knows? I don't even know. But that was a great counter into that there in the last couple minutes there. So they were still going till like it was done time. And we did get a buckshot lariat in. Cowboy did as like he hit it, they hit the mat, time expired, bell rang. Like, and that was a hell of a way for it to finish. But he finally got that thing. Could it have been over? Yeah, who knows? Like that, but that is the great way to have that end so they can extend the story. They can keep going. Like that was, I'm sorry, like that was glorious. And as Dan mentioned, we discussed last night, like holy core strength on Brian to flip himself back over the ropes like that after the hell that they had been through in the match. They went after an hour, and it was glorious. Like it won me over. Yeah, Hangman again. I said I didn't have a lot of experience. With them. Now the gimmick thing, still who knows? I mean the cowboy thing still again just but wrestling wise, I mean, it's all I needed to see. Like that was not carried by one individual. That was a hell of a match that the two of them put on. It was a good, that was the perfect way. I mean, if they weren't going to end the show that way, that was a hell of a way to get everyone into it for the beginning of the show. Like just go, 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 go. And that's the second time Brian's gone time limit. Did it against Omega since he's got it. And I still don't understand how Vince let him walk out of the machine. Like, I don't get it. I mean, granted, he wanted to be doing what he's doing in AEW. Vince would never let him there. It's always Roman, which now, I'm not complaining about because the best, Roman finally gave us a character that we could actually, give a damn about in any way. Not just boo him out of the building, but I still can't believe they let him out. But that was, I mean, him to be able to do it with two different guys and everyone looked that good. I mean, sorry, Brian's still on top of the game in the world right now. Saw Dan post on Facebook that he's the best wrestler in the world. And there's lots of debate about that. But the matches he's been able to put on throughout all the years and that he's still putting on now, just since he got to AEW, is phenomenal and crazy. It's amazing what he can do and what he has been able to do since he got over there. Whether it's Omega, any member of the Dark Order, this match with Cowboy, like he just, Miro, like he just keeps going. And I'm sorry, like that was a hell of a way to start it out. Then it got a little dumb after that. We had Cole, Bucks, and Fish challenge best friends to an 8-man tag match on Rampage to say that they're gonna end Trent's mom's career. Dumb. Wardlow, Sean Spears there, good for him. Just runs his suck and swings a chair a few times against Matt Sydal. And we all knew it was gonna I said I was holding out hope that they weren't gonna make it that stupid and that maybe they'd impress us all. And it was just as dumb as we all expected. I don't know what the hell the point of wasting that amount of time was. It would have been better used for, the Sheeta Deeb match or the finish of the main event. So it didn't look like just rushed and dumb. It was pointless. I mean, the only thing we got to see was a reaction on his face when Sean said that Max called, Max was on the phone and said they had to go buy champagne. That he was driving and Max was buying. Like, I'll fly you by kind of situation. But it was a giant waste. Like there was no reason for that to even happen there. We went from something that good to that stupid thing with the Bucks and them to that. Like I literally do not understand who the hell thought, like, let's just randomly throw that in there. Why not? Like, no, let's not just throw it in there because it was stupid and a giant waste of time. and it really sucked it. Like I was like going, I was in it. And I, it came on. I was like, please God, don't prove me right again. And then it just fizzled out, and it was pointless. So I really don't get that. So I give them just a terrible, terrible. Like that was, if you can go lower than an F, I would. Like that was useless. It was a waste of everyone's time. Could have been used better. Ty Conti challenged Penelope to a submission match. Lots of talking back and forth, but all you saw with Penelope was just boobs. Like that's the only thing you noticed. But I believe the match is going to be on Rampage tomorrow night. I don't remember. They made a lot of matches. Yeah, they made an 8-man tag, a 10-man tag. Like there's all kinds of just head scratchers there. I mean, I'm sure the submission match could be next week. I know they announced matches for next week, but it was just weird. And Malachi, he had a good vignette. See who that is. With him, maybe a pack, all the, spray mist into his eyes. And like, maybe I'd be okay with that. Like, let them team think the two of them together with their striking and all, like that could work. However the hell they're gonna do it, I don't know. As he spit into his one eye, spit into the other, like did gouge at his other. Like we'll see how they do it. And I think that could really be a good combination if they put them together again, just because the striking and Pack being able to fly around like that. I think that would be like, and he's already the bastard Pack, like darker, miserable characters. To put the two of them together like that could be something really, really, really good. But again, it could be anyone else. So we'll wait and see what they're gonna do with it all. But that'd be a good positive way for it to go, at least in my opinion. I mean, give them something to do and be like, didn't see it coming, but it could be really good. I'll hit the clicker on it. Used to do it a lot more when Justin was around, but going through some stuff. I get that. Send love. Yeah, much love out to him and Dan. We'll see. Hikaru Shida won the rubber match against Serena Deeb. Again, I think the time that they wasted with Wardlow, could have made this match so much better because two of them can actually wrestle. So even though Hannah was looking for butt cheeks, like, where are they? Well, not these two. They're just going to wrestle. And she did agree that the wrestling is much better in AEW. The ridiculous over the top showmanship and all that is, not as much as, because they actually wrestle here. But I mean, that was a hell of a match. I loved the figure four and the Flair-esque woo out of Deeb. And I really loved, Fayetteville didn't try to call me, that they let them have as long of a match as they did, and they both played to their strengths. Of when they don't call me again. Didn't even hang up on them, they call me again. But Deeb doing the submissions and the technical stuff and her prowess, and Sheeta with the striking, and that was a hell of a match. Like they always have good matches together. Shouldn't have been surprised. I wasn't surprised. Hopefully no one else was surprised, but they definitely could have used the time. Like that couple minutes of Wardlow could have been so much, made that match so much better than it was, and they could have just cut that stupid out. Had 3 really just solid matches. And you can deal with, an idiot, calling the Bucks and they're going to, end Trent's mother's career and, everything with the mini event, like whatever, because there's good matches around. Ty did a good job. Malik, like they could have just done so much around it, but they wasted the time with the Wardlow thing. Like, I'm going to be on that this whole entire time. So if you're tired of hearing it, deal with it. But that completely sucked that they took that time from them. But regardless, it was still a great match because those two can actually wrestle and they have good chemistry together. Like they work good together in the ring. Was it the greatest thing you've ever seen? No, but was it still a hell of a match? Yes, that was a great match. And if you didn't like it, really, I mean, look at the other female wrestling they have in the company. Like that was a solid match for the company and really for anyone. Like those two, there's something about the chemistry and them working so good together. Like that really, really works. So I fully enjoy it. Not a great match. Just could have been better if they didn't waste time with Wardlow. Varsity Blondes get interviewed. Griff Garrison says, after shoving Pillman out of the way, telling him he's not going to do anything about it. Griff says he's going to break Malachi's jaw next week for Julia Hart. For spitting the mist and what he did. He scoot-doodled away after he did Into the Dark. Good luck with that. Can't wait to see, him get his head kicked off because we all know that's really going to happen. MJF on his entrance, regardless of what he said, doesn't mean no, the man can talk. And I love the picture that I saw. I think for the Love of Wrestling's page, I don't remember who it was, but the picture of him, his big show when he was in NXT, like they were pretending to be security for Samoa Joe, and he was NXT champion, walked into the ring. And again, lost chance. Could have been something great, but him taking the hat off a dude's head on one side of the ramp and throwing it clear into the other side of the building. I don't care who you are. There's just something about MJF. Like he knows how to, piss people off. And I did like, the let's go needle dick chant that someone gave him. But the usual that we see coming, rips Punk on the mic, calls him the new Ryback. And we all know how well, Punk and Ryback, you mean the steroid guy? Like watch that interview with Colt Cabana. Like he was really, Punk was on fire that day. And Ryback responded. I saw his response. I don't remember what he said, but he responded to it and took it well. But I'd love to be able to jaw jack with that guy, with MJF. Like that would be amazing. Hell, even Punk. Hell, I'd like to sit down and talk with Ryback, but just if you get me pissed off enough, I think I could be solid competition to MJF. You just have to get me in the right mindset. Go and throw the perfect, jabs of stupidity, and you will get gold out of this mouth. But another great talking segment, because again, he can. He very much ragged on for everything that most of us did. Just kept repeating the same stuff about, hockey teams and the Islanders and all that. So, again, it was better than the second one that they did together. So there's that. Which led to MJF defeating Dante Martin in the main event for the Dynamite Diamond Final, which put MJF now a successful 3-peat. He's 3-0 for the Dynamite Diamond. So, that was a great match too. And, minus, Dante having the damn BLM armband being from Minneapolis, But anyway, he was back to that. Had that shooting star press over the top that he damn near missed, but he still caught him with a boot, like MJF said. And he took that all just pow, like he splattered on the ground minus that boot, and he still popped right back up and put on a hell of a show. I mean, that main event, that thing was, totally great. And I want to say Dante, Martin, like he was the one that ended up carrying the match, but not in the way like, normally we're talking about people carrying the match because the other people just aren't ready or can't go. And that wasn't the case at all in this one. Like we all know what MJF can do on the mic. We all know what MJF can do in the ring when he actually has to. But I'd say that, Dante carried this one. And I'd say the purpose of that is, Dante got to look phenomenal. They put it together. Like MJF kept rolling out of the ring. He kept flying. Like he showed everything that he could do during that main event, showed just how good he was, how over he is with people, because we all know what he can do. And MJF still got to win and get the Dynamite, diamond. He got to keep that, and Dante got to look phenomenal in the process of it. So I'd say, like they let him, like it wasn't even like carried the only thing. I mean, he carried the load, but MJF obviously let him. Like they put it together himself. So he got to keep his diamond and keep being MJF. Dante looked phenomenal, which the kid's super talented. 20? So that's just scary. But the way they had Starks come down and put his foot on the rope, like, and just the rush of it all, like it was just so poorly done. I talked to Dan briefly over it. Like I didn't like it. He didn't like it. You could say you liked it. I mean, we could always debate that if you want to come on and talk about it. Comment and tell me. I'll even comment back and tell you what you think about it. But I just thought the way they did it wasn't them doing it. We all knew something was probably going to happen. Like it's MJF and Dante Martin pissed off Team Taz, turn on. So like we knew something was bound to happen. It just felt so rushed and just poorly done. Like that's my problem with it. There's a boom like that, and then he was gone. Like, a little referee thing, but the poof just walked away. Like it was just again, the minutes they wasted on Wardlow could have built up like such a better thing to have that go. Um, so I didn't like the end, like just the way they did it. Again, not bashing them doing it. You all knew it was going to happen between MJF and his people and all the people he has. Yeah. Whether it's Wardlow, Sean Spears, FTR was there to hoist him up and celebrate after he won. Like, and all everything else, like, and then Team Taz, Taz, Hook, Starks, like there's a bunch, Powerhouse Hobbs, like something was gonna happen. Can't deny that something was going to happen, but no, I just felt it was just rushed and poorly done. But regardless of all that, it was a hell of a match. And again, MJF let Dante show what he can do, which made that match just phenomenal. I mean, regardless of your feelings, I mean, just seeing what that kid can do at 20 is just terrifying. He's only going to keep getting better. So I thought it was great. And if it wasn't for the Wardlow match like that, because again, you can get over the Bucks and them just irritating you because that's their whole purpose in life. I mean, the way they talk, all like it's just what they do. Like the Wardlow thing just killed it. Because again, if you didn't get involved, if you didn't have that match, think what they could have done at the end of that, or with Sheeta and Deeb. I just figured those minutes could have been better, suited for an actual match that meant something with all this buildup, not just something that seemed thrown together. But overall, I mean, good night. We got, and after the match, we got to see FTR come down again, hoist up MJF on their shoulders after he won. Yeah. When the lights went out, we all knew it was going to be there after the attack last Friday. Boom, there's Sting and Darby on the attack. Of course, MJF gets a low blow on Sting, which for my angle looked better, but and then we all know the Punk, we all knew he was coming. And he enters, comes out there with Sting's bat, FTR and MJF scatter. And he says, "You won't fight me here in Texas tonight." Yeah. 6-man tag, deal with it. Now, again, is that going to be on Dynamite, Rampage? I don't remember. I just, man, he just stole my line. How many times I look at it? Deal with it. Man. But, because I need to deal with them using it. I don't got a copyright or trademark or anything. But, I mean, even with, like that was just good wrestling. And again, like I said, Hannah even said, like, it's not as ridiculously, character driven over the top like the characters aren't, but the wrestling is so much better. Like she noticed the difference. Like what? Actually, what? I'm watching this one live. Deal with it. Literally, I'm pretty sure those are my exact words. Like I made chicken noodle soup for her because she was sick. Said, "Here you go, ready to go." And we had some pork rinds, which were delicious. What about our life? And that was just phenomenal. She enjoyed it. And the match quality was so much better. Yeah, because they let them wrestle. I mean, Danielson. See, I keep screwing it up. Yeah, like JR, but him and Paige, like they killed it for an hour, and I look forward to the next one. Deeb and Sheeta, is it over? Who knows? But I'd watch another one. And then MJF's going to keep doing his thing. FTR and Sting and Darby, Punk and MJF, like that stuff's going to continue, and they got a way to get it. Now, again, just the Starks putting his foot on the rope thing was done. Look forward to Ty Penelope in that submission match. Just see, it's like there was a lot of good stuff. Again, just that damn Wardlow match. Like there was absolutely like I don't know why. And then I watched it. And I'm like, why? And if you listened yesterday, please just impress me. Do something that we don't all see coming. And then they didn't. So it's again another why. Like, what in the bluest of hells was the purpose of all of it? We'll never know. But they did it. But overall, because of that, I mean, the Wardlow thing drops it down to like, I think B-, I think we graded it overall. That's because, again, A++, I guess, for the first match. Deeb and them get a B or so. Wardlow, I mean, like that was just an F. That was the worst point of the thing. And then the main event was good again. So, I mean, like that's a solid B. It could have been better. You put A's and B's across all of it. Then Wardlow just murdered it. Like there was no point in it. It killed the show. The moment, like it would have been solid all the way across the board. No one could have argued it, but they did that. So we'll see where everything goes. And again, they set up a lot of 8-man tag match, a 10-man tag match, a submission match, and like there's stuff all coming down. 6-man tag match. There's so many tag matches coming down, trios match, whatever the hell they want to call it, like coming down the line. So we'll see how it all plays out. As long as but if they could put on a show like that, they should just do that every time instead of just putting a bunch of just nonsense in there. Don't forget Eddie Kingston. He also, again, he's one that set up, I believe, was the 10-man tag, cutting the promo. So good on him. So we'll see where they go with it all, though. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to see what they're going to do tomorrow night. See what they do. You have to pay off with it all, but I mean that proved what they could do. So just keep doing that. Doesn't you don't only have to do it for a big special event. Like just do that. Solid matches, less stupidity. It seems like just thrown together and rush, and everything will be okay. I think it'll be a lot better. So, yeah, that, like I always say, let me know how you feel. Videos are on Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble. The audio is on Anchor, Breaker, Overcast, Sketcher, Radio Public, Pocket Cast, Spotify, and Apple and Google Podcasts. So if you could follow along there, and if you listen to it, you can share it to your socials to get more eyes and ears on it. Because again, they hate me in the algorithm on Facebook, probably for my other show. Which is why I share everything to the page on YouTube, Rumble, Anchor, and Spotify, and Apple Podcast gets thrown in there too. And so everyone has a chance to get to everything, and then people can share everything. Like the more we share it out to news feeds and stuff, the better it is for everybody. So don't forget to, share them out, like them, follow on all the things, comment, and let me know what you think. Because that helps, immensely too. So I can get some feedback. And let me know what you think. Enjoy the rest of your night. I'll be back there tomorrow or Saturday. I'm gonna go keep watching some more documentaries. There'll be a lot of stuff for me to talk about. Finally getting all those A&E documentaries that they did, but I'll be back at it. And until then, enjoy yourselves. Be good to each other. Don't forget, again, follow along on everything. Like them, subscribe, share out all the video and audio, comment on it. Let me know what you think, and keep doing it. Keep it growing. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for checking me out today. Enjoy the rest of your night. And until next time, peace.